All right, folks, we are live from Holly Springs High School. 25 minutes away from game time. JV just finished up with their game against Apex Friendship. We're bringing you the Hawks from Holly Springs versus Apex Friendship. You picking me up. We need to talk at the same time and see what that sounds like.
No, we won't. You did all that.
He's a little bit delayed, I think.
You already know though, you only live once, that's the motto. Get yellow when we party, every day. Sitting on the bench, so we don't really care for it. Anybody say, can't stand, put the money in the way, real. What's up, run? I'm calling you.
Picking that thing up.
Remember, players don't lose games.
How do these things work?
What do you mean? You should just yell.
Do you have to turn it on or?
That microphone's off.
Oh,
It's on now.
that feels off. Was it off?
You got 24 minutes to go to face off.
Now she want the photo, you already know though. You only live once, that's the motto. Get yellow when we party, every day. Sitting on the bench, so we don't really play, every day. When anybody say, can't stand, put the money in the way, real. What's up?
Check. Mic check.
Now she want the photo, you already know though. You only live once, that's the motto. Get yellow when we party, every day. Sitting on the bench, so we don't really play, every day. When anybody say, can't stand, put the money in the way, real. What's up?
You don't want me in this?
I'm just that. Well, maybe not.
When it's plugged in, you just unplug it.
It's big enough. There's just so much noise right now.
So speak louder.
Yeah, he will when you.
Okay.
Yeah, but it should be. So that should get ambient like out there, and it'll still pick up in here. But that should.
They'll be able to hear Jamie on that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just curious if that'll be clearer when you talking. So we can do something different, like just test it out there. Max reps it up if you want it. You want to be like.
Hey, is there anything we can do about this with saying that it's not, it's just the signal is
It's
the
fine.
signal?
Yeah, it's fine. It does. Obviously, it's just. I don't know why I always
wasn't right. But
The last time, yeah, no, you didn't even get the video.
Yeah.
So it was, the internet was really.
Sound check here, little sound check. If you know me, text me if you can hear me okay. We got 22 minutes to go till face off.
That was not me. I promise.
Yeah, it could be a long game, Jamie, if you're ripping farts.
I promise you that was not me.
Plus, we got to shut the door.
Somebody definitely.
She's looking for bad land.
right behind me in the center. Never go, get from the set, stay same center. Never gotta turn the lights on when I hit up Green Lantern. All the dogs down to Atlanta. In the cut, in Medusa, lay low, yeah, I might be. Roll up, let me calm down when I move in high speed. Someone needs to take back, 'cause you know what I need. Oh, please. Oh, me. Oh, my. We've been moving for some time. Pressing and try to exercise. It's like I cannot change. Hit it, keep up in the man. Every little, feel like candy cane. Drop the top, drop it, let it bang.
Got about 15 minutes to game time, folks. 15 minutes to game time.
What's a schedule change? You said there was a schedule change up here?
Just the Pinecrest is on now.
Why?
Pinecrest is putting turf in, and it won't be ready by the 20th. And we couldn't go to another week because of the whole.
Yeah.
There wasn't another week where we didn't. Where neither of us had 3 games.
Yeah.
So we get another home game.
You guys are tough. 24th, 25th, 26th.
Yeah.
Week. Yeah.
When it's sweat, the technique. Technique.
kind of do-it-all midfielder. He's a 2024 Rutgers commit. They did lose a really good goalie last year in Hunter Mesty, who's at Catawba now, and a couple of defenders. But it's a team with a lot of talent. Attackman R.J. Wells can play, a nice 2024. And Brad Duva, another attack midi. We'll get the national anthem here, folks. Coach, we were talking about it off air. This is a team that can really do some damage because of the talent that they have, both returning and as well as some of the new talent that they've got coming up. The Hawks have got to take this game seriously tonight. It's a conference opponent. This can go a long way towards conference seeding and playoff seeding, that type of thing.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you got a conference game. Every one of those games will be circled. Obviously, on the calendar, we're going to play these guys twice. Every as you said, every game is important, especially conference standings, and then we get to the end of the season to hit the playoff seeding. So very important to win these early season conference matchups, knowing that you have to go to their place and play again, in a few weeks down the road.
And the way the SWAC does the conference schedule, I know it's somewhat random, but some of these teams just don't get a break early in the season. With Holly Springs, you go back to back, Middle Creek and Apex Friendship, and then I know Middle Creek turned around and played us on Friday night, and tonight has Green Level, so that's another game that we'll be maybe trying to keep our eye on in terms of outcome there.
Looks like we got Bland on the wing with Varga and Jack Clark, the pole on the other side. We have a legend, Robin Hood, coaching the game, reffing the game. Well, I think he's one of the best refs in the area.
Early turnover there by Jay Legg.
Varga won that face-off clean.
Hawks do a good job of riding that one back, Coach. Landon Dunbar with the ball at the top of the box. Hawks should look to spin this around, Coach, get everybody a touch early on, get those jitters out.
Get the jitters out, just move it around and settle down and get in your offense. That's what you've been working on all spring.
Good lift check there from Harris. Coach, I like what we're doing here with inverting Jake Ellerson. Jake can play up top, he can play down low.
Yeah, tough lefty matchup. Very dynamic player. Decent look inside. You just gotta go to the ball as the ball's coming to you. You can't wait for it inside. You got two guys crash on you quickly.
Once again, the Hawks ride it back after a turnover, though, Coach. That's good job by the attacking midfielders maintaining possession.
All starts with the ride. Got some good riding time here. The wrestling analogy, something we didn't have that much in Middle Creek. We're controlling the ball. 2 minutes into the game, Apex Friendship hasn't even touched the ball.
Turnover there by Jake Ellerson. The Hawks are unable to force that turnover this time. Duva with the ball down low, being guarded by MJ Folan. Coach, that looked like to me just a case of trying to do a little bit too much with the ball there.
Yeah, you got to play to your strengths. I mean, definitely, if you're a lefty, I recommend drive lefty. I mean, don't do what you can't do until you can do it.
It's a nice forced turnover there. Ground ball by Alex Bedell. Good clear from the Hawks. Jack Clark gets it over to Tyler Slace. Hawks get a chance to set this offense up again, Coach.
Yeah, Jack did a really good job on the defensive end, just closing on his guy. And Alex Bedell snuck in, grabbed the GB, moved it back to Jack. Settled the ball down. We got Brody Bissett, seeing his first action of the year, coming off an upper body injury, coming out of the box. His brother, Ryder, coming in.
Yeah, Coach, I think Brody is going to bring a nice dodging presence. He's another one that we can invert. This is Jordan Gillis coming on the field. He's a football lacrosse guy.
Yeah, big kid, big strong lefty. Loved coaching him last year.
A little bit of a crease force there.
Yes, I totally agree, Jamie. Can't force it. If it's not there, it's okay.
Good ride there by
Great
Jay
ride.
Legg and Tyler
you.
Slace.
Alex Springs doing a great job riding the ball. Great job riding the ball in attack.
Good job from MJ. Didn't secure the ball though. Good ground ball scrum here, Coach. Friendship just wanted that one more.
.50 balls are key, Jamie, at midfield. I mean, that's when you just battle a guy one-on-one. Beat your guy. Whoever's going to beat their guy is going to come up with the ball.
I heard the coaches on the sideline pleading for the players on the field to communicate man ball there. We've got an early Jake Allen sighting here. And a great check from Jack Clark. Beautiful ground ball. Let's see if we can get a little transition action going. It's a little bit.
Yeah, another great play by Jack Clark on defense there. Great check, picked up the ground ball, moved it downfield. Once again, we talked about it last game. Just try to hit the single. If it's not there, he did have a decent look. He just didn't execute.
I love Jack Clark's game, Coach. He's just so active and always around the ball.
Yeah, great kid. Very coachable. He wants to learn, and he's got significant talent.
MJ Folan shuts off that drive from Duva. And Friendship will reset with this shorty matchup here. Good save by Roman.
I think Roman definitely got a little piece of that from the righty drive by number 7 there.
That shot was from Brad Duva. Well defended on that play by Tim Higgin. It's a good lift check there. It's going to be a fun matchup to watch all night, Coach.
Yeah, these, you got Bader on Jack.
Another nice save.
Good look inside. Roman Barinello with a great save off behind the back shot there.
And there's Jack with a nice check.
Yeah, Roman did a great job there, just keeping position. It's always tough to see a behind the back shot, but he was in great position, just deflected off of for a second save of the night.
Oh, it's a good slide from Matthew Bland. Oh. Look, sometimes good offense beats good defense. I thought Matthew played pretty good D on that possession.
Yeah, he did. It was a tough matchup having a shorty from behind, but and he did do a good job. The attackman just did, or it looks like he's a midi coming off the field, did a good job. Just getting above goal line, extended, turning inside, just finished. That's a tough, that'd be tough for Roman to even get a piece of that one.
So we got a 1-0 score, Apex Friendship. 5 minutes remaining in the first quarter. That looked like a push. They got a play on here. Good ground ball by Jack Clark. Varga 2-0 on faceoffs. We got Dunbar moving the ball to Slace on the wing. And you got Jake Ellerson with a shorty matchup. Jay Legg with the right-handed drive. Lost his footing there a little bit. Oh, good little tip there, but right to the stick of Mason Bader for Apex Friendship. Friendship starts again with the ball on offense.
Yeah, I like the tenacity from the attackman for Holly Springs. They're really riding hard, not giving up on the play even after a turnover. Ball's going the other way. They're fighting hard, which is making it difficult for Apex Friendship to get down, get settled. You need to keep that up all game.
So Friendship wants RJ Wells to take this run here. It's a good slide. Like to see that from Ben. Good early slide there. And a little bit of a nugget.
Yeah, just unfortunate there. We're trying to run through a pick. I think they're going to probably call. I don't know what they're going to call there. Apex Friendship had the ball. I was thinking of interference call there, maybe, Jamie. I'm not sure.
Hey, they might have said that they illegal body check, maybe. I don't know,
I
Coach.
hope
I'm kind of
not.
with you.
Yeah. I mean, you have to have the ability to fight through a pick. Good
Nice.
Good split dives there from Bader. Just decided to go to his left and step down shot lefty there. You know, tough to defend. You know, defender's got to pick a side. We picked the wrong side there, and he just finished. Yeah. So illegal body check too, trying to run through that pick on 13 is Ben Stone. You know, he's doing a good job. I can't fault him too much for that. It's just a lacrosse play in my eyes. They are, as we saw at Middle Creek, calling a lot of penalties. I think hopefully that'll die down throughout the season.
This is a big face-off for Varga here. Man down face-off. And Apex Friendship released early there.
Looks like Holly Springs came out a little
They said Holly Springs came out early. Okay.
Man down!
All right, we got a 2-0 ball game, a minute 25 left. It's going to be about 40 seconds left in this penalty. See if Holly Springs can kill this off, Coach. That's a shooter they've got to identify.
Looks like goalie was closer there, Jamie. Roman did a good job knowing number 7 was going to miss the cage and beat his guy closest to the end line when the ball went out.
It's a good clear from Matthew Bland, a little punt return clear. Got to get a touch here. That's outstanding clear there. Good job, Matthew Bland. It looks like we're all even, Coach.
See if Holly Springs can get one here. Down 2-0, last minute of the first quarter. Good to get one on the board going into the break.
Absolutely.
Plenty of time.
It's a good take by Jake Ellerson. Good shot. Goalie did a good job, and then Tyler Slays a great job of.
Good look here for Brody.
And a goal from Brody Bissett. All right.
Yeah, great restart there, Jamie. Ball goes out of bounds. We quickly move it to a guy. Just makes a lacrosse play.
Yeah, Apex Friendship looked a little out of sorts on that restart. Left Brody wide open, Coach, and he knows what to do with the ball when that happens.
Was that Slays that fed him, Jamie?
Yes, sir.
Was it? All right. So yeah, it's good play at the end of the quarter. We got 12 seconds to go. Slays recognized the time on the clock, just stepped down, moved the ball to an offensive guy that had some position, and he got the space and finished. Just as we talked about, a huge goal there at the end of the quarter.
That looked like interference to me, Coach.
Ooh, we'll give him a save on that one.
Yeah.
You have the horn down there!
All right, we are at the end of the first quarter.
What's up? How you doing? Still stand by yourself? Yeah.
If you guys want to talk, go out there.
See her? Good.
I thought you were supposed to ice a hamstring. They got him heat. Got him on the heat.
Has he tried dry needling?
We looked into that this weekend.
When Jay had tore his last year, he tried needling. His PT told him, so dry needling they're static. There's a piston where you go up and down. He said in season we don't want to piston it because it tears it up worse. So if he does try anything, just make sure it's static.
We got AB Parker up here in the booth with us. Man of many words. Came up to say hello. AB's son Landon was one of our outstanding midfielders last year and has been for years for the Hawks. He's up now playing with Craig Parody and Fedor Ryan. Great job up there. Having a tremendous freshman season for the Bears at Lenore Ryan. So we're happy to see AB up here, and obviously one of our sponsors, Parker's Landscaping. Always appreciate having the alumni come back. We're hoping to get Wade Watson and Joyce at halftime for a little alumni interview. That's yet to be determined. We cannot find Wade. Reliving his glory days over here at the Springs. Once again, if you guys are tuning in and you know my text or Jamie's text, let us know how it's coming across. I think we have a much better signal than we did at Middle Creek. And it's a lot better crowd to deal with.
They look good on the TV downstairs.
Varney's doing a good job at the face-off, Max. Wins another one. The only one he lost was on a procedure call. We left the box a little bit early. But he's doing a tremendous job on the face-off.
Yeah, possession hasn't been a problem in this game, Coach. It's been putting the ball in the back of the net.
Absolutely. That's what you need. Can't score without the ball, Jamie.
Coach, you were talking about Wade Watson a while ago, and I know he's your son, and you might be a little bit biased, but one of the things that I've noticed early in the season about this offense is there's just not as much space without that outside presence that Wade gave us.
Yeah, we had a lot of good shooters last year. So, nice. That was a good feed by looks like Jake Bedell to Jamie Leg there.
Or J-Leg.
Sorry, Jay Leg. Yeah. He's much more athletic than his dad.
Much more.
Yeah, but it's good. It was a great cut off ball. So he faked like he was going inside, looked like a little out of bounds play maybe. Faked like he's coming in, just cut the space, and Jake Bedell had his head up. Nice feed, we tied it up 2-2. Yeah, Jamie, getting back to it, I mean, we took advantage of the talent we had, and we used it. A lot of those guys had played together for a while, so they knew what each other were doing. But, yeah, you always need a couple of good step-down shooters to kind of keep the defense honest, especially a team against Middle Creek.
That's a
backs
hole.
it in.
There we go. They got it. That was a fantastic ground ball there from Matthew Bland. And then draws the holding penalty as the Apex Friendship defender just grabbed his stick and yanked it from him. So the Hawks will be man up for 30 seconds in a 2-2 ball game.
Phrase, man up, holding Apex Friendship.
There's 10:39 remaining in the second quarter. This is where the Hawks have got to capitalize, Coach, and make them pay for this mistake.
Yeah, absolutely. You want to be, I'd like to be over 50% on the man up. That's not always doable. But you have to have a couple good man up plays. Usually you run your hot one right off of the gate here, and then you should have 2 or 3 others in your pocket if they kind of get used to the play you're running.
This being a 30-second technical, I think we'll see Holly Springs get into it pretty quick, and we do, Coach.
Yeah, so essentially a man up. I mean, you're going to go against a zone defense, and it's important to move to different areas of the field when you're on offense. If you're just complacent standing around, it makes it easy for them. Now we're even up. Still got the ball.
It was a good stick in the lane from the Apex Friendship defender there. Might have been a little bit of a force, particularly with Alex cutting through there as a righty rather than a lefty. Oh, good defense there by Tim Higgin. Looking like we're going to get a failure to advance here, Coach. Should have. That was a long 10 seconds once they passed that midline.
Yeah, Holly Springs doing a good job pressuring the ball all over the field. They're not giving them any easy clears, which is good. We got to keep that up for the entire game.
So on the field now for the Hawks, we've got Maddox Moore, Brendan Bedell, Tim Higgin, MJ Folan, Landon Dunbar playing a little bit of defense, and Jack Clark.
Roman, get a piece of that, Jamie.
I couldn't tell, Coach. My eyes, I'm getting old.
Roman, give it to him.
We'll give it, when in doubt, give it to him. Really looks like Apex Friendship's trying to test the shorties for Holly Springs here, Coach.
We got away with a little free hand there, Jamie. Looks like Maddox.
That's a habit he's got to break. And we got a piece of that one, I believe. And here's a nice ground ball play. Maddox gets it.
Good job.
And Coach Vanello gets a timeout.
Holly Springs, we have concessions available for purchase.
Yeah, we got a 2-2 game here, Jamie. 8:14 to go.
And peanuts.
It's like a soccer match. We like more goals. But
Coach, I anticipated this being a much higher scoring game than it is.
I did too. I think both teams come out with man-to-man defense, which kind of opens things up for your offensive players. I really think Holly Springs is doing a good job defensively. You got to stop that guy from driving around righty, but just fighting for the ball and pressure their players, their good players. I'm sure they're going to focus on that this weekend. And yeah, they've been doing a good job controlling the ball, doing a much better job taking care of the ball. Just kind of settle it down and get it on our offense. I think we'll be fine.
Yeah, this is a little bit reminiscent of the second game with Apex Friendship last year, where it was a slow start for both teams, and in particular for Holly Springs, who the first game they played them, I think, put up 21 goals. Kind of a slow start for both teams last year, and then kind of turned it on in the second half. We've got about 8 minutes left. It sure would be nice to start seeing some offense from the Hawks here.
Yeah, I know last year we tried to make teams feel like they were still in the game a little bit to make it more fun for our guys, but they certainly did a much better job in this second game of the year. But then we just put our foot down on the pedal and showed what Holly Springs is all about. They have a tremendous program. They have a great JV team now. We just saw before this game, good youth program. So this Apex Friendship squad is going to be one to watch out for down the road.
So this clear, Coach, should start down low.
Hawks ball with 8 minutes left in the second quarter.
But they're gonna let us clear from midfield essentially. This is where Brody needs to step in.
We had a timeout right in front of the crease, and all right, here we go. Ball is reset where it should be. As I said, one of our referees is Robin Hood. He's been known to steal from the rich and give it to the poor. So we have a 2-2 game, so there's no one rich and no one poor right now. So Hooder's going to call it a good game.
Brody needs to be an athlete. Just get a touch and get it settled. Good job. The clear was a little more exciting than you'd like to see, but effective
Absolutely.
nonetheless.
Absolutely. The best clear is to run the ball in the box. If if you have the opportunity.
We got Brody on a short stick. It's just not necessary, that moving pick there.
I know Gillis has been on the shelf a little bit preseason, came in, just made a pretty obvious moving pick. That'd be illegal in most games that you play.
Not in box.
Yeah, you would have to be on the hips a little bit in box, but
Holly Springs doing a good job getting resettled, and a nice little nugget there by Tim Higgin. See if they can come out with this ground ball. Jack Clark. Oh, good ride by Apex Friendship. And Maddox takes somebody's head off. Stop, Maddox. Stop.
yeah, just an aggressive play by Maddox Moore. You know, it's
Holly Springs,
nothing dirty
man
there,
down.
but just unfortunately, the Apex Friendship player was in his way, and they're going to call that. It looks like he came up a little bit high. Hopefully, it's just a 1 minute. Holly Springs go man down here, 2-2 game. Oh, not bad.
Oh, push with possession. That's an
30
interesting call.
seconds. Technical, 30 seconds.
We'll take that.
Oh, that's a great check by Brendan Bedell. And a great job by Jack Clark to pull that ball out. And then the attackman not there. That's a situation, coach, where as an attackman, you should be matching feet with your defender. Am I correct?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you know, we always kind of coach our defenders. If your attackman catches the ball on a clear, it's your fault. So, you know, same thing. If you're playing attack, you have to make your defender play you when you're clearing the ball. Or it's just, you know, if you're standing back there. I always like to have at least one guy, you know, up in midfield. And they have to rotate as to where the ball's coming.
Oh, there's a nice split from RJ Wells.
Yeah, we got lucky on that man up too. They Apex Friendship decided, you know, one rule you always teach is don't dodge on man up. You don't have to. Just move the ball. Apex Friendship tried to dodge and they ran it right to Brendan Bedell. He made a good check, turned the ball over. But Apex Friendship, you know, still has possession here. We're all even.
Here they've got Mason Bader inverted with a matchup against Brendan Bedell. Good quick slide there from the Hawks. And we're gonna get an offsides, but over and back too.
Yeah, he was pushed. Love Slays to re-dodge there, Jamie. This guy on his heels a little bit, stumbled, and then you run right at him.
I think he's got a matchup that he could definitely exploit from a quickness standpoint.
Yeah, you just need to get him in space if he can do it. I like Ellerson on this side of the field, Jamie, because that opens up the entire left side of the field for him to dodge instead of being short-sided all the time on the other side. So we get Dunbar to go through, we have some lanes for Ellerson. It's a good little two-man game from Slays and Ellerson, the two lefties there. Ellerson just needs to keep going to the goal. That was a good cut.
Oh, great job by Timmy
It's got to
Higgins.
be a push up blue.
Oh, they're going to call offsides after he's pushed over.
Robin Hood.
Can't play games without refs, so I'm not going to say too much about it.
You're
But
right. Yeah, these guys are good. They did a good job, and I think this crew is one of the best we have. So refs never win or lose the game for them.
See if Mason Bader takes a run here. Jack Clark does a really nice job on him there. Oh, it's a good slide. Good ground ball. And we're going to get a slash on that. It's a great ground ball by Maddox Moore.
Yeah, Maddox did a great job. Just pick up the ball and use his athletic ability to start getting downfield. He just needs to be careful. He gets really into the game and trying to come back and make a little retribution.
Holly Springs,
on the
man
guy,
up,
which isn't
1 minute,
necessary.
slashing, Apex Friendship.
All right, we got 3:16 remaining in the second quarter. It's a 2-2 tie. Holly Springs will be man up for a minute.
Once again, man up keys, Jamie, just anywhere. Just, you know, you kind of want to touch the corners ideally and then move and replace. So when I say that, you're moving to the crease, a guy from the crease is popping out, just to kind of keep the defense working, keeping their eyes moving, their heads moving, because then it's going to create something for someone else on the field. We just can't stand around.
Well, we had our shortest guy on the team.
That was a good one more. It was good one more. Step down. Alex
Holly
Goodell,
Springs O, number 30, Jay Leg.
So Coach, what I like there is Holly Springs kind of looked like they were overloading one side and then spun it back to the backside.
Yeah. I mean, it's not rocket science, Jamie. You got one more guy than they have. So if you got 6, they got 5. You get into 3-3, you're going to have a matchup on one side of the field or the other. And if you're moving the ball properly, you can skip one. You're always going to have a guy open on one side or the other. The key is, once again, just to get to that space where the opening is.
Another great ground ball by Matthew Bland and another face-off win for Jack Varga. 2:28 left. It's a 3-2 ball game. Holly Springs up. Holly Springs getting their offensive personnel in here.
Yeah, Holly Springs is doing a great job on ground balls, much better than Middle Creek on Friday. They're fighting for those 50-50 balls, and that's key. You have the ball, you have possession, you have a better chance of scoring, obviously.
So the question, Coach, is Ryder the best lacrosse playing golfer or the best golfing lacrosse player?
Yeah, he's a damn good golfer. But if he says the words he says on the golf course, on the lacrosse field, we'll get a couple penalties, I can tell you that. Because I hear him a lot out there if he doesn't hit a good shot. Both Bassett boys are good golfers.
That's a great shot by Tyler Slays.
Steps in with a good lefty rip. That's an assist to Ryder Bassett. Our 2 handicap.
Holly Springs O, number 20, Tyler Slace.
All right, a minute 40 left. Hawks have started to take a little bit of control here with a 4-2 lead. As Coach just mentioned, a beautiful snipe from Tyler Slace on an assist from Ryder Bassett. We'll give him 1 under on that one, Coach, with that assist. That's a birdie.
That's a birdie.
Oh, and a really good ride back. Jack Varga lost the possession. Matthew Bland with the caused turnover. That was a good idea.
Yeah, that was a great cut by Varga. We ran that play a bunch last year. It's just very simple. It's not even a play. It's just a give and go. As soon as you move the ball, your defender's going to look at where you threw the ball. You see the back of his helmet and cut through. I mean, that's something that these guys, I know that they know, and if they keep doing that, you're going to get at least 2 of those goals a game. Could be the difference down the road.
That's keeper ball. Interesting.
Yeah, Romo's doing a good job anticipating, seeing the shot right out of the player's stick and make a beeline to the end line knowing it's going to miss the goal.
Well, and Coach, the Friendship team missed a matchup that they had there. They had Mason Bader on a short stick D-midi. That's a Big Ten Rutgers commit on a short stick D midfielder that hasn't played a lot of lacrosse. That's a matchup that they have to like there and have to take advantage of.
Yeah, absolutely.
Got a timeout for the Holly Springs, 47 seconds left. Coaches are going to hopefully set something up for the Hawks here, Coach.
Yeah, it'd be nice to run a little set play here, just kind of like your out of bounds plays or something like that. Just, we got 47 seconds, so you don't have to get into it right away. But it's just the same concept. If the ball goes out of bounds, it's your ball, it's settled. Right now, it's our ball, it's settled. You can build some time off the clock here a little bit. What essentially you want to do is get it to your guy where he wants to be. That's X. If he goes behind or whatever, then you run some sort of play where you're trying to open up a guy, cut through. As we always say, if it's not there, don't force it. Right? He's always going to hit a single, move to the next guy, let him complete.
So, Coach, I know you like to go fast at all times. With 47 seconds left, are you playing for a last shot, or with the dominance that you've seen from Jack Varga at the faceoff X, are you trying to go 2 for 1 here?
47 seconds to go, Jamie. I would score 3 goals before the
Let's go. Let's go.
It would be 7-2 heading into the locker room.
You heard it. So we're not going 2 for 1. We're going 3 for 1 here.
We challenged the guys last year. We had a good face-off guy, Luke Hopkow, did a great job for us. And we had some great wings that helped him out. But essentially, a couple games, we would challenge the guys before the game. We need a goal within 20 seconds. We want to start the game off going up. So luckily, it worked out a few times where we would just run this play right out of the gate.
47 seconds left.
So we get the ball down, no fast break or anything, but just a simple play we ran called Vinci. And it was not going to close anything on air. I think we executed that play probably 80% of the time. And it's just good demoralizing for the other team if you go out there and stick them right into, get a 1-goal lead.
A little bit of a gut punch, right?
Yes.
So personnel we've got out here, we've got the 2 Bedells, Alex and Jake. We've got Jay Legg, we've got Landon Dunbar, and we've got Jake Ellerson and Tyler Slays. Looks like the Hawks are going to be content to save this for a last shot with around 20 seconds remaining.
Looks like we're trying to ISO maybe.
It's a tough matchup here for Alex against the pole.
It's good cut through by Alex after he moved the ball. That's what we like to see.
All right, we've got the end of the first half. Your Hawks lead 4-2.
Yeah, Holly Springs did a good job there in this later in the second quarter, just kind of settling the ball down, running their offense, taking the 2-goal lead heading into the half.
Coaches 2017, I think, or 2016 with 91.
Sounds like you have a professional booth on here.
Maybe he's bringing a lot to the party.
Maybe he's got it all.
All right, folks, we got a special guest in the house. We've got one Wade Watson, the sixth god, is on the broadcast with us. First and foremost, welcome, Wade. What do you think of the first half so far?
Good first half. It's fun coming back out here and watching the old teammates play. They're playing well. Good feeds. Apex Friendship's a great team. And I think Orange is a great team too, so it's going to be good second half matchup.
Nice. Well, let's talk a little bit about what you're doing right now, Wade. I think the most significant thing that you're doing, without question, is coaching up our Future Hawks boys, our middle school team that plays in the Triangle Youth Lacrosse Conference. What can you tell us about the Future Hawks program and what you're thinking for this year?
They're a great group of kids. It's just I'm glad I'm out there coaching a group of kids that's going to come up in the Holly Springs program. It's a great year. I tell them we're going to win a state championship this year in Future Hawks lacrosse. I don't know if that's a thing, but we're going to make it a thing. They're a great group of kids. I'm excited to coach them this season. Excited to win some games.
It's the Future Hawks program, for those of you who aren't familiar, it was started about 4 years ago. Team is a lot of the guys that are making contributions to the varsity team right now started with that, and Wade's been good enough to get out there and coach with us. One of the deficiencies that I've noticed, Coach, is we don't have a lot of pulls on that Future Hawks team. So I know we've already converted one of the Bissett boys to play a little pull. Hopefully get some other conversions over the next couple of weeks with those guys.
Yeah, I hope so. We ordered some polls. If there's some viewers out there, if you want to play some defense, come on out. We need some, but that's the whole point of Future Hawks. Move people around because in high school, you're gonna have to play a lot of places, and that's what we're preparing them for. Playing every single position, so it's good.
So Wade, tell me a little bit about your experience. You transferred, moved from Chapel Hill to Holly Springs during your junior year. Had the opportunity to win a state championship as a sophomore at the 3A level, or freshman.
No, we were going to.
That was the COVID year.
Yeah.
Yes.
COVID year.
You guys were good that season,
Yeah,
so
we were.
you probably would have won that. But then move over to Holly Springs and had just a special year last year on the field. Tell me a little bit about that experience last year with that group of guys.
It's a great group of guys. We had great chemistry. Jarrett, Landon, Garrett, all the seniors. We had each other's back. We hung out outside of practice. We would go to lunch together. We would hang out on the weekends. We would football games together. They're like my brothers. I didn't really grow up with them, but I just felt like I was a part of their families, especially when I first started junior year. I love those guys to death. I would do anything for those guys. I'm kind of sad it's over, but I'm just glad it happened.
And we were talking earlier, and you said you wish that high schoolers could get a COVID year, right?
Oh yeah, if we had a COVID year, we would all be back. It was, I'm sad it's over, but I'm grateful I was able to play with those guys.
And you guys were able to create a lot of that cohesion and camaraderie through the Team 91 Carolina 22 ICE team, coached by none other than the legendary Wick Watson and John Nicholas and that crew. Tell me about some of that experience playing with that team.
It's just a great group of guys. I was happy enough to be able to play against some of the best competition in the nation. I think that's just the best thing is just getting out there, playing different competition every once in a while, and playing against some of the best players. Bettering yourself, be the best person you can. Travel's opportunities. Not do anything this summer. Go to travel team. Travel, have fun, make some friends. That's how my transition to high school was so easy. 91, all the people I know on that team. It was fun.
Fantastic. Wade, we appreciate you dropping in today. Good luck with the Future Hawks this season. Let's go get a TYLC championship. I don't know that there's a state championship in middle school lacrosse, but we'll take a TYLC championship.
Thank you for having me.
All right.
Watch that Apex Friendship.
Oh, isn't Landon's cousin on this team?
Yeah.
Which number? Yeah, Landon want me to send a video of you. He was dying. He said.
All right, folks, we're going to run down some halftime stats for you. These are, of course, unofficial. We've got a 4-2 ball game with Holly Springs in the lead. There's about 3 minutes left in halftime. At the face-off X, Jack Varga is a cool 5 for 7. One of his losses on a violation, and the other loss, the Hawks ended up getting possession after a great ground ball and caused turnover from Matthew Bland. We've got Roman Bianello with 5 saves on the day. So Roman having a nice first half in the pipes for the Hawks. Apex Friendship goalie Jackson Deal has 4 goals allowed and 2 saves. On the scoring ledger for your Hawks, we've got Jay Legg with 2 goals, Jake Bedell with an assist, Tyler Slace with a goal and an assist. We've got Alex Bedell with an assist, and we've got Brody Bissett with a goal and Ryder Bissett with an assist. So really good, balanced scoring. 5 different guys touching the score sheet, and 3 or 4 assists on the goals. So really good ball movement from the Hawks. Doing a great job moving things around, spreading things out. For Apex Friendship, this is completely unofficial. I think we've got a goal for Brad Duva and a goal for RJ Wells. The Hawks have done a really good job keeping Mason Bader off the board to this point. I would like to point out Jack Clark has just done great work on Mason Bader.
One minute left at halftime. 1 minute.
Coach, one of the things we've been talking a little bit about is, some of the Hawks that are playing on the next level. I was happy to see this weekend Matt Cleary, older brother of Nick Cleary, put up a nice little 7 spot with 4 goals and 3 assists for Barton. I also saw that JT Sense, long pole, got himself in the scoring column. JT was a 2021 graduate. Saw that Jarrett Huff, I think, had a goal this weekend for LR. We've already talked about Landon Parker being out with injury. I know Colson hit the score sheet with, I think, a ground ball and a couple shots for LR. So lots of former Hawks doing work in college.
Yeah, it's great to see those guys doing a great job. It's funny, I make it a point either Sunday night late or early Monday morning before the sun comes up. I get on and look at how everyone did. So I scroll through the inside and cross box scores and try to follow all the boys on a pretty consistent basis. I talked to Landon and Jared, Nicky, and those guys. Nicky's down at Barton, and talked to those guys a lot. Just trying to encourage them, and nothing you don't take much more pride than seeing your guys excel at the next level that you've coached throughout the year. They're all good kids, and I'd like to see them do well at the next level. Take a lot of pride in that.
That's a great ground ball there by Tyler Slace.
Yeah, Varga's been doing a great job at the face-off X. He's giving us the opportunity to control the ball. Right there, he just won it forward. The ball went in the box. Slays hustled hard, rode their pole, got it back.
Yeah, I think that's one that will officially go down as a loss, Coach. But at the end of the day, it's about possession. Tyler Slade's down there trying to create with a dodge. Good defense on him. Alex Bedell's sweeping. Oh, nice little fake and score. That was a beautiful fake there, Coach. Really got his defender to move out of the shooting lane, and love to see the bouncer finish there, Coach.
Yeah, that's, Alex went right down the middle of the field there, hesitated a bit, which kind of threw his defenseman off, kind of had to regather his feet, and Alex kind of just driving more, little hesitation move there, kept driving right down the center of the cage, nice bounce shot, as you said, Jamie. It's a tough one for anybody to save, high bounce.
Hawks are now up 5-2. Less than a minute into the third quarter. Gonna get Apex Friendship with a push. I like hearing the attackmen down there communicating with their deep holes and letting guys know who's coming on the field, where their help is.
Gill's big, strong lefty here. See if he drives lefty, play your strengths.
He's got the kick back there.
Quick little double, nice turn away from pressure. Just got to run here. Good thing to do there, Jamie, is just keep running. Keep running, get closer to your attack when you're trying to throw the ball to. No one's going to press you out there. Just take 3 or 4 more steps and make a more accurate pass to your attackman who's open.
I think sometimes guys get a little rushed, a little forced, don't realize they've got more time than as much time as they do. So Apex Friendship likes this matchup with Bader on a short stip D-mid. Really good early slide from Brendan Bedell in recovery. Friendship feels like they've got another matchup here with a attackman on a shorty. Oh, great save by Roman there. It was a good cut for the Friendship player. Good ground ball. Let's see a Matty Bland fast break situation here. Friendship does a good job of
Gotta tell you, Jack Clark's having a great game, Jamie. I think he's definitely an outstanding player of the game, doing a great job, just pressuring the ball. His man got his hands free and fed the ball inside, but Roman made a good save, but he turned his guy away. His offensive player had to make a pass. He's just being a beast all over the field. I really like Ellerson dodging from that spot on the field.
Oh, that's a good look there.
Play to his strengths. Keep going lefty.
It's a good ground ball by Alex there. I like the look. Just wasn't wasn't caught and finished. Well, and Ellerson has a attackman caught on. I need to understand this. Jake should just take him where he wants to.
Take him where you want. I love that. Quick slide. You had 2 guys coming, hit an open man. It's exactly what you want to do.
It's good offense.
Yep.
Didn't result in a goal, but it's good offense.
Out of bounds play here. Not there, don't force it. Good job.
Now you got Dunbar on that attackman and just blows by him. Great take by Dunbar. This is where Holly Springs has to go quick.
Like to see that a lot more. Dunbar had a good matchup. Just took his guy, played to his strengths, went to his right hand hard. Just didn't execute the shot. I will be there.
Good job by Tyler Slays, not taking that shot, didn't have the angle. And here you go, you got Jake Ellerson on a shorty. We've got a quick slide, now find one more. And a beautiful, beautiful ball movement. Great assist from Alex Spidell. And a nice twister finish from Jay Legg to finish off his hat trick.
Yep, Jay Legg, 3 goals, great look. That's once again great off-ball cutting there by Jay Legg. Alex Bedell had his head up, made a great pass inside to Jay Legg, just cutting open. Just turn, little spinner finish.
Well, and even the recognition from Jake Ellerson to know, like, I just drew a double, I need to move the ball. That ball was just spinning around. That was beautiful offense.
Yeah, Holly Springs doing a much better job offensively, kind of spacing, waiting for their opportunities, getting after it.
That's a push. Varga with another face-off win.
Yeah, Jack Vargas having a tremendous game. He and Jack Clark right now doing a great job for the Hawks. Little quick whistle.
Yeah, this ref on this side blew the whistle, ready to play. So it's a 6-2 ball game, 6:37 left in the third quarter. And they've got Ryder Bissett wide open here if they can hit him. This should be a free clear though, right?
Yeah, I think they start on this side of the field, but the players can't come out of the box. So essentially, yes, free clear. It's like they're trying to pull Brody. I'd like to see Brody, if he's coming out of the box, try to get a matchup here if he does get a short stick. But Apex French is doing a good job getting a long pole on him.
Maybe take him behind, go a little big little on him.
Absolutely.
Oh, good job of controlling that ball by Brody. Switching field.
Yeah, Brody doesn't need to stop there. He just keeps driving lefty. If the shot's not there, all he has to do is bang it to Jay Legg down there on the right-hand side. No need to stop and re-dodge.
Oh, that's a beautiful, beautiful look. And Shaw just didn't finish that one.
A little out of bounds restart here.
Coach, I've always felt like out of bounds was, you know, an opportunity to get a goal or two every game with a good set play.
Yeah, we ran a couple different looks for our attack, and then we also had 2 out of bounds plays for our middies. You know, once again, if it doesn't work, you're still fine. If you still have the ball, you got possession. So it's a quick hitter. It takes like 6 seconds. If it's not there, you're good. You're still in your offense.
And so Apex Friendship's got an offensive midfielder on Jordan Ellerson right now. See if they can find that matchup. Oh, what a feed. That was an absolute dime, Coach.
Look at Dell. Good eyes. Heads up the whole time. Slade's little sneak around
Holly Springs goal, number 20,
left
Tyler
side.
Slade.
Finish. It's like Apex Friendship has
Timeout,
had
Apex
enough of this.
Friendship.
We call timeout. Trying to settle their boys in a little bit. But yeah, you're right, Jake. That was a great job by Jake Bedell with attackman who was on top. And Slade's did a great job off ball, just sneaking around. We always called Jay Legg Sneaky Jay last year. We always have a play for Jay where he's just coming off the back pipe. You know, we're driving hard righty. Jay's our righty attackman that sneaks around, and we always hit Jay on that play. So if you can sneak around, everyone's watching the ball, which is tough not to do. And Bedell did a great job. Jake Bedell. We have 3 Bedells on the team, by the way. 2 Bissettes. Any other siblings?
I think that might be it.
So,
The Outwell, they're JV guys.
So yeah, it's great job, and Holly Springs doing a much better job here in the second half. I mean, we've literally controlled the ball thanks to Jack Farga at DX, face-off X, doing a great job. His wings are helping him out. Jack Clark doing a tremendous job on the defensive side, and we'll go back to what we talked about in the first quarter. The attack's doing a great job pressuring the ball when they turn it over. So they're getting the ball back. If you get possessions, this game is a high-scoring game. It should be. We should score a lot.
The Hawks have really cleaned that up too, right? I mean, Jay had a couple of early turnovers, or a couple of early turnovers from the attackmen. They did a great job riding the ball back, but they've really cleaned that up. No turnovers of late, no sloppy turnovers anyway. So we got a TJ Parker sighting in the house.
Yeah, we're well represented up here in the booth by Parker's Landscaping. Tremendous sponsor of the program throughout the years.
This segment of the game brought to you by Parker's Landscaping.
Yeah.
You need it, they'll get it done for you.
Once again, we got Varga at DX here. He's done a tremendous job. I got him probably about 80% on the draws, and his wings are helping him out a ton. He's just getting into space, trying to create opportunities for his teammates.
Oh, we got a broken stick from Jack Clark.
Oh, no bueno.
That's about $100. Here's Hunter Calcavecchia coming in, riding the pole hard. And there's an over and back.
Yeah, I don't think they had a touch yet, but still it's a turnover by
Turnover, that's right.
Turnover by Apex Friendship.
That was great pressure by the Hawks. Nice little cause turnover from Hunter Calcavecchia. J Leg gets a touch here. Looks like Apex Friendship has jumped into a little bit of a zone here, Coach. And the Hawks are countering that with their 1-4 set.
Yeah, it's interesting. I mean, if you're down 5 goals, late third quarter, you go into a zone. It doesn't give you a lot of opportunity to get the ball.
That's just a sloppy turnover there.
It's just unforced error. But yeah, a little bit quick to go into a zone if you're down 5. It's just because the zone just milks the clock. But force us to make a turnover and then a penalty.
A penalty on a stick check there, but I guess the ref heard something, and so now Apex Friendship's got Bader on Landon Dunbar. Dunbar's a scrappy little defender. I think he's got a good job by Timmy Higgin, refusing his man. It's a good early slide there. Coach, have we got a goalie change? Is that Griffin or that's Roman still?
Roman.
All right, so the Hawks will be man down. That one goes against
Holly Springs
Tyler
man down
Slakes.
1 minute.
So with 3:08 remaining in the third quarter, the Hawks are leading 7-2 and will be man down for 1 minute.
Yeah, they're going to call that one-hand slap check, rap check, ton at the high school level. Unfortunately, Slaves was hustling, but they're going to call that a 1 minute slash most times.
Oh, and that's a great job by Clark and Higgin, just digging the ball out there. Let's see the Hawks get this man down clear here.
Yeah, if we can't advance it, it wouldn't be bad to use a timeout. So Apex Friendship's going to have to clear the ball here, get a good ride. Got leg protecting the sideline.
Nobody over on the far side.
I don't know why we have 3 guys on the ball.
Yeah, that was just too early, too easy. Oops, my bad, guys. So we're still man down for about another 15 seconds here. But as we talked last game, Coach, that's really probably more like 20 seconds. And the penalty is released. Maddox Moore comes in defensively. Good job by the Hawks man down unit.
Yeah, I think you and I could play man down against. I don't know what Apex Friendship was trying to do there. They ran nothing on man up whatsoever. And I guess sometimes that works against weaker opponents.
That's a great check. That was Timmy Higgin with the caused turnover. Jack Clark with another ground ball. Unfortunately, lost the ball there.
Yeah, I love Timmy Higgins. You know, I think last year he started on the JV team, came up with the varsity. Always tremendous practice player. Always made it difficult for our number ones. Great scout team guy. Definitely getting his chance this year, and he's doing a good job. Tough kid, smart.
Here's MJ against Brad Duva. Duva gets a step but misses the cage. And then we get a penalty. Looks like we're going to get perhaps Tim Higgin on a little bit of a late hit there.
What time's it? Pushing the crease. Here's what they're going to call.
1 minute left in the quarter. 1 minute.
So we got an illegal body check on Tim Higgin with 1 minute and 1 second left. So that'll be a 1 minute man down situation for the Hawks. This was an issue for the Hawks against Middle Creek, Coach, and here in this third quarter starting to be an issue again.
Yeah, you don't want to be man down. See if Apex Friendship runs something different here. Take advantage of this opportunity at the end of the quarter. Just an outside shot. Roman had good eyes on that the whole way. You don't want to give one up at the end of the quarter.
That's a nice finish there.
Yeah, good little step down shot.
Coach, that Middle Creek game, the Hawks were man down for a total of 12 minutes. That's the equivalent of playing man down for an entire quarter in high school lacrosse.
Yeah, essentially, it takes 25% of the game you're man down. That's no way off.
That's a 7-3 ball game with 42 seconds left in the third
RJ Wells
quarter.
with the goal.
Coach, one thing I've recognized about Jack Clark is he takes his sweet time to get out to that face-off wing. That's got to be a push.
Yeah, it looks like a procedure call there. He was just essentially sat on his guy, which is you're not allowed to do.
Be nice for the Hawks to get one in. There's just under 30 seconds remaining.
Slaves has a shorty.
Oh, that was a good idea. Oh, great catch by Slays. Good ground ball.
Oh, yeah, really pounded. Hold the ball. Hold the ball. Yes.
There we go.
So we have a flag down on the play. It looks like Slade's got the slash. We got a little bit lucky there, but they did execute the pass to Ellerson up top, and he had possession of the ball. So Holly Springs will start the fourth quarter man up, which is a great opportunity.
All right, so at the end of 3, we've got a 7-3 ball game. Hawks won that quarter 3-1. Goals from Jay Legg and Tyler Slace. I think Alex might have gotten a goal in that quarter as well, Alex Bedell.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see this fourth quarter. We're starting man up, obviously, so it'll be a man up opportunity. But it'll be interesting to see if Apex Friendship stays in that zone defense they just pitched there in the third quarter. Because right now they're down 4 goals. We get one here, they're going to have to start pressuring the ball a little bit more. If they sit in the zone, it would probably well advise the Hawks to move the ball around a little bit, taking more time off the clock. I know it's tough to hear me say that, but
I think you have to do what your personnel can do too, right? Last year's team, so much offensive firepower that was proven on the high school level, right? So that's a team where you give them a little bit more of a green light. Like this team, we've talked about it. Still a lot of guys that haven't played a lot of high school lacrosse yet.
yeah, it's important just to recognize what the opponent's doing and kind of, take what they're giving you. If obviously they're going to start here man down, but once we get into 6-on-6 lacrosse, even strength, if they're going to pack in his zone, I don't think that's the best of, the best way to come back for Apex Friendship. Good to get 2 touches here down in the corners. Feed it inside.
Oh, beautiful.
So we got Dunbar, look at Slays inside there. Just pretty simple, gets his zone.
Hosting goal, number 20, Tyler Slash.
So we got Leg with 3, Slaves with 3. That's 6 of our 8. We got Alex Bedell and Brody Bissett with the other 2. Great job moving the ball, Jamie. We essentially, for my unofficial calculations, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7 assists on 8 goals. I mean, I'd take that any day of the week. Everyone's hitting the scoreboard.
Another face-off win for Varga, and then we get a push with possession, and should get a delay of game there too.
He's picking up the flag.
Picking up the flag.
Yeah, I
Calling
thought
that a loose ball push.
Yeah, I thought that was a cross check. It's not a push from behind with possession. Should get the ball over midfield here.
And that last play was a beautiful look inside from Dunbar. It was early in that man up, but if they're going to give you that soft zone right in the middle, Slace did a great job of working the middle. Got to take it, even if it's early in the man up.
Absolutely. If you're in the middle, you should play it like you're playing basketball. So you can't stand 3 seconds in the paint basketball. Same thing, you're playing crease attack. You have to kind of go in and out of what we call the paint area. If you just stand still, it's easy for anyone to pick you up with just a stick. So he did a great job moving to open space. Just a great look by Dunbar.
Get that single right
Good
ahead.
job.
Okay. And we got Jake Ellerson called with a warding off. And an outstanding check from across midfield by Jay Legg, and then he grabs the ground ball, looks forward. It's a little bit of a force there.
Yeah, another great job by Jack Clark there. I mean, he's been all over the field. The Friendship player got the ball in the middle of the field, and we just swarmed on him. The Attack did a great job rushing up.
Oh, and they called a slash on Apex Friendship there.
Well, that's good.
Holly Springs, man up for 1 minute / number 1.
So we've got 10:31 remaining in the fourth quarter. It's an 8-3 game, and Holly Springs will be man up for a minute.
Once again, the key here is just kind of, as we say, touch the corners. That means kind of move the ball down one more, you can reverse it back up top. And then you kind of settled in your man up right here. Keep moving inside.
One more.
Look at your leg.
There's the skip. Nice little tip. Oh, and a good look. Outstanding lacrosse.
Yeah, that was a great job.
Holly Springs,
Great look by
number
Jay
6.
over to Jake Mindell. That's all in case of just moving the ball, Jay, and throwing, trying to, you got tipped a little bit, but you still have possession. Jay Lake did a great job picking up the ground ball, had his head up, just banged it across the crease to Jake Mindell.
And most importantly, Jake finished there.
Yes.
Outstanding job by Varga once again. Wins the clamp, drags it out. We get the touch. Or maybe not. Oh.
Just going to get your personnel on here, settle it down a little bit. I know there's plenty of time to go, but it's important just to get your guys on, get guys you don't want on. Now just kind of getting your offense. I'm not sure if Apex Friendship is still in their zone.
Oh, that was a good take by Tyler Slace.
Yeah, great
Good
take
save
by
by
Slace.
Jackson Deal. Again, I like the ride here from the Hawks. And we got a tip on that. Jordan Gillis picks the ball up. Jay Lake finds the trailer. And we're now settled. I'm not sure that Jay didn't have an opportunity, coach, to take that one to the cage. Might have been a little less aggressive.
Yeah. I think he kind of realized who he had an opportunity to move it to or go to the goal, but not a bad play to settle the ball down here with a 6-goal lead. Can't believe I'm saying some of this, Jamie, but got to go with what you're given. Good skip there by still shot.
And Jordan Gillis duck hunting a little bit with the.
This is a terrible substitution.
Contact.
By Friendship. I don't understand. You got
Why
to
are they
do a
not?
quick
Why
whistle.
is there no whistle? The refs gave him an opportunity to
Yeah.
make that substitution there. That's a good look.
Yeah, so that's a little set out of bounds play, really easy. Not sure why Apex Friendship tried to sub there, but it's just really tough to come flying in from midfield. As we talked last week, it's like a 6-second transition to get in there. You're winded, you have to turn around and see the whole field in front of you. Not a great job of executing on defense.
Slate's getting aggressive with the dodge here. Good ground ball. Keep that alive by Jordan Gillis, and we're going to get it.
Moving screen.
Oh, we got a timeout.
Timeout.
Timeout, Holly Springs.
Not a bad timeout.
Yeah, if that goal from Gillis went, the coach would want that timeout back, but not a bad job.
I think Jordan, coming from football and missing the first couple of weeks of practice, he's done some good things out here, but the stick skills are still a little bit behind. And I think Coach Parinello might have realized that. Wouldn't shock me here to see another offensive player on the field for this matchup out of this timeout.
Yeah, Gillis is I would love to work with him. He's, as you mentioned, a great football player, and I really enjoyed coaching last year. Just the thing with Jordan, you just tell him he's a big, strong kid, and he's got a very effective left-hand shot, and he would try to do too much the the other way, and you know, I think we had a play day down at Barton, I believe, and it finally clicked for him. Like, shit, I'm bigger and stronger than these guys, and he stuck a goal. And
Yeah, he's an easy 215 pounds and runs like a deer, and that size speed combination is something that coaches just salivate about.
oh yeah, if you're a short stick D-Midi playing against a guy that size, it's just, you know, you got in the back of your mind as he's running towards you, what the hell am I going to do? So if he just plays those traits, it'd be good. But as you said, you know, I know he's been out a little bit in the preseason. I think this is first game action.
Absolutely, yeah.
Brody just said. So it's going to come together for those guys.
So offensively, the Hawks will run out Jay Legg, Jake Bedell, Tyler Slace at attack, and Brody Bissett, Jordan Gillis, and Ryder Bissett in the midfield. So, Coach, this is a situation where the matchup that Jordan has is an offensive midfielder.
Yeah, I'd love to see him. I'd love to see him get the ball from Ryder. Ryder runs through the middle for him. Brody pops out the other side. So Gillis should go hard lefty. All lefty, please. Now Ryder needs to get the hell out of there. See, Ryder's in his way there. Ryder just took his guy inside and stood in an area. If he comes all the way through to where Gillis was, that would be ideal.
Little two-man game here. Good ride effort from Brody Bissett. They called a penalty on
I
that.
think it's going to be a cross check, I'd assume. Play the ball here.
That's good recovery, good slide by Tim Higgin. Yeah, I kind of agree with Apex Friendship there, Coach. I don't know that ball was actually out of bounds.
Yeah.
So the Hawks will go man down here.
All Springs man down, 1 minute.
So we got number 8, Brody Bissett in the box, in the sin bin at 6:20. The Hawks are leading 9-3.
Just tells you how strong this conference is, Jamie. I mean, I think that Apex Friendship went over to Chapel Hill, or Chapel Hill came there, and they put a pretty good beat down on Chapel Hill. And this is just a very competitive conference that we're in.
Yeah, Coach, I think 4 of the teams in the conference last year, it's a nice little skip. And first goal of the day for Mason Vader. I think 4 of the teams in the conference last year, Coach, went to the playoffs, and all of them won at least one playoff game, and 2 of them lost to a conference opponent in the second round of the playoffs. So
Yeah, it's a very competitive league, and just even with Apex Friendship, what they're less than 10 miles from us, you know, so there is a wealth of quality lacrosse players in this area, and there's a wealth of schools that they all go to. You know, this area is just booming with great players. They're all big schools, so you get a choice of athletes as well.
I like that hit from Matt Bland. It's going to be called a penalty, but I'd rather that than an easy goal.
Yeah, I'm not really sure. You know, they're going to call that, unfortunately, but that's a good lacrosse play. It wasn't head up, you know, front to front. You know, number 1 for Apex Friendship did a good job going to the goal there, which I don't fault him for. And I don't fault Matt Bland for that penalty either, but
Even though that's a pole, he's 3 feet from the goal. You gotta stop it.
I mean, you just can't see what this is. 2 minutes.
Oh wow!
2 minutes locked in. What I thought was a
I don't agree with the locking that in. Or
It doesn't really matter for Apex Friendship here. I mean, if they're banking on a locked-in penalty, like they're going to milk the clock. They're down by 5 goals with 5 minutes, 38 seconds to go. You got to go. Get one. Hopefully, win face-off and stay up on man up.
Oh, nice save,
Great
Roman.
save by Roman.
Oh, that's a hold. For Holly Springs, the key here is recognizing shooters, right? You got Mason Bader and RJ Wells, who are the 2 best shooters on the team, and right there we get a goal from RJ Wells
So
on an
face
assist.
off, yeah, face off here is key. You know, Farr can just control the ball.
Apex Friendship goal.
We have another
Number 7.
timeout in the box.
RJ
So,
Wells.
if we get Farr to control this, just get the ball, milk a little bit of this locked-in penalty.
So we got a man down face off here.
So what you want is your best face-off guy on the wing. So let's go, we got Jack Clark here, which he's going to be on man down anyway. So good play to put him up on the wing. Varga does a great
Nice
job.
job.
This is key. He's got a timeout if he needs it. But if we can milk this much clock here without using a timeout, that would be ideal.
And it looks like Friendship is going to try and press out a little bit.
I'll tell you, Varga and Jack Clark right now, I think, between the lines are MVPs. It's also a great opportunity to get our offensive guys the ball. He just needs to run here, Jake Ellerson. You can't stand still. You call a timeout. Good timeout.
That's a
by
good
coach.
timeout by Coach.
Yeah.
That's a situation, Coach, where
Timeout,
Jake
Holly
should
Springs.
not have taken that ball below GLE to begin with. He had the ball well above GLE. Taking it down there gives them an opportunity to double. Am I correct?
Absolutely. And if he gets the ball at GLE, if he's the only open guy, you're right. He needs to take it either further behind, run behind, or right that way. He's a lefty, so play your strengths. You have all the time in the world. You already get your touch. Take it up. He can run all the way to midfield, Jamie. He can run all the way behind the goal. It's just important to know. But Coach Barinell did a good job noticing the double coming quickly. Called the timeout, which is good to have. I think we're out of timeout, so in the second half.
Possession is key here, though.
Yeah, so they're going to come out.
About another minute and 10 seconds, I think, on the man down for Holly Springs.
So Impact Friendship should double the ball right here off the dead ball. And then you just have to have your best stick handler with the ball right here. So last year we needed to go with Landon Parker, Jared Hoff, someone can really protect the ball well and has good speed in space. And so what's going to happen, they're going to double the ball. Looks like to keep the goalie in at this point. But you just have to use your athletic ability, run the space. If they're doubling the ball, there will be a guy open. Because the goalies, he cannot come out in cages around 4:43 left in the game. So we have to have the ball down in this corner. We don't have anyone there. You got 5 seconds to get there.
So we're going to send Tyler Slays. A lot of confusion still.
He needs to run.
It's off the Friendship player. Was that not off Friendship? Was that not off Friendship? Clearly, Landon Dunbar thought that ball was off Friendship.
I'm not sure what we were trying to do there.
Looked like they were trying to hide it. And there's a goal from Mason Bader. Mason Bader heating up now. Folks, this is a 9-6 ball game here. 4:19 left.
Apex Friendship goal.
It looked like we were trying to hide an offensive player behind midfield line, Coach, but it gave them 2 doubles that could shut off the attackman up top.
Listen, if we're going to throw the ball that far, it should be behind goal line. Keep it behind goal line, so then you can set up your ride. I mean, throw the ball to their offensive side, even with the sneaky guy coming in. I don't think that's ideal. Just kind of want to keep it below GLE if you can. I think we have a push there.
Got a play on and push. Nice job, Varga.
Varga's doing a tremendous job. Even if he's not winning the draw, just getting into good position. 2 hands over the ball is going to always create a push. He did get a touch, correct?
Yes, yes.
Just run here. You run through run past the double.
Ooh, nice check. And they got Apex Friendship offsides there. Got lucky there, Coach. That was a beautifully timed check from the Apex Friendship defender.
So the lacrosse is a fast.
He didn't blow his whistle.
So you can't stand still in the game of lacrosse. If you stand still, bad things are going to happen to you. Now we need a shorty on the ball. We got one. You can't stand still in lacrosse. As soon as you stand still, as you saw, an attackman just came over. Bayer just made a check when the player's just standing still. So you have to run with the ball when you have a double team.
Here it
You have
is.
a ton of space. Same thing
Just
here.
run.
You have
Just
to run.
run.
Okay, keep going.
Here we go. We got the touch. Now let's settle down. Probably another 30 seconds or so on the penalty. It was a frantic 60 seconds or
Looks
so.
like we're all even up, Jamie.
Okay.
So another thing too here, Elverson has to run and move the ball.
Or score it.
Once again, how did he score? He was running with the ball. As soon as you stand still,
Holly Springs goal, number 42, Jake Ellerson.
That was a big play. That was a much needed goal. Give the Hawks a little 4-goal cushion here. And you know, we've said it all night. Jack Varga was huge, winning 2 man-down face-offs in that sequence, Coach.
absolutely.
We've got Jack Clark and Matthew Bland on the wings. 2 best wing players, I think, on this team. They're going to call withholding. There we go. Yeah, that Varga there lost the clamp, but did a great job of trying to rake that ball out. And Tyler's got a shorty here, Coach.
Oh, we got a late hit there.
That was fortuitous, Coach, because should have been a
Holly
turnover
Springs,
for the
man up.
Hawks.
Yeah.
1 minute.
Late hit gives them a man up with 2:26 remaining in the game, up 10-6. This should be a goal. Oh, good shot by Tyler. Just off the pipe. That's a good save. And he was almost in the goal. Oh, good tip.
It'd be a free clear there.
Okay. So it looks like Slay's got a piece of the stick. If he gets the ball, does it, and the stick, does it not negate that?
Yeah, I like riding the goalie from about 6 feet above the crease. That way, his follow through's not going to hit the stick. Because a lot of goalies are taught just to follow through and hit the tackle. So if you're standing 6 feet above the crease, you can still get that pick off. Jared Huff did a good job with that a few times last year.
Helps to be 6'2", 6'3", too, right? That's excellent crease collapse by the Hawks there. This ground ball by Brendan Bedell. Missed slash. Got to have this clear here. Maddox does a good job. Now get the ball to a ball handler, Maddox. It was called interference?
Oh, we didn't keep it in.
We don't need to keep it in. He called interference.
It's outside of 3 goals.
He called interference.
They call it bring out of the box.
Run, Maddox.
Maddox
Run.
needs to get in here.
Oh, nice save by Rowe. Good ground ball by Tim Higgin. Oh my goodness. Just settle. Just settle. We're good. We're gonna get a slash call on the over the head check opportunity. So 34 and a half seconds left. Coach, Holly Springs is up 10-6. Got a man down situation.
Holly Springs man down at 1 minute. 34 seconds left in the game.
Yeah, Portland plays, tight man down defense here. Not the worst thing to give up a goal the way Vargas facing off. Brendan got a piece of that or not. Boy, the sticks.
Brendan, stop chopping. There we go. Great ground ball by Matthew Bland. Nice run out. Just hold the ball and win the game.
Just keep running, Matt Bland.
Bland over to Leg, and Leg's going to run the clock out here. All right, folks, we got a 10-6 final from Holly Springs. Hard fought, hard contested game.
Yeah, great game. Great rebound by the Hawks. Conference game, get that victory. Once again, I don't want to keep harping on, but I think Varga and Jack Clark did a tremendous job for us getting involved in the offense. That's where our strengths are. Pretty balanced scoring sheet for all of our guys. A lot of assists on goals, which is tremendous. It bodes well for the Hawks down the road.
8 different scorers, Coach, in that game.
8 different guys on the score sheet. All unofficially, but it looks like Varga won at least 14 draws against 4 Friday Night Friendship. This will all be updated, obviously. And Roman did a great job in the pipes. We got him down for 9. Looks like 9 saves. A tremendous game by the Hawks. It's a way to rebound in a conference game. It looks like we have Terry here on Thursday.
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, thanks so much for tuning in. I hope you guys enjoyed it.